world. A lot of y'all know me as the AK or Atheist Killer. Tonight I'm going to talk about one of my very favorite things. This is when an atheist brings up M theory, or what we like to call multi-universe theory, as a proposed new third option. This is so funny to me, man. It's funny because they don't understand that it falls under STE. Well, it could fall under SCPNCEU, but generally, the way most of them break it down, it falls under STE. Why do they not understand this? First of all, before I begin, let me offer this disclaimer. There is no evidence that there are more universes than our own. None, zilch, zero, nada. So don't tell me that there is, because there is no evidence that there's any other universes out there besides ours, or that there are multi-universes out there besides ours. So now that I got that obvious piece of information out of the way, next just let me say, when someone brings up M theory, I really just need to ask them two fundamental questions. Number one, in your multi-universe theory, was it an eternal cycle that's been going on forever without beginning? Or number two, was there some universe responsible for starting or kicking off this entire process? If they answer by claiming it was an eternal cycle, essentially they're screwed, because it falls under STE, since it's a cycle without beginning. How? This is simple. Each one of these universes prior to ours would have had some form of space associated to them. Not only that, but there would have been events happening in each one of these prior universes. And not only that, the process of universe creating universe, creating universe, creating universe eternally without beginning, that is also an event one into itself. So if they claim their M theory is an eternal cycle, that clearly falls under STE. The problem with it falling under STE, besides it not having any evidence, is that it has no starting point. If it's an eternal cycle that's been going on for an eternity without beginning, our universe is never the one that falls in line and gets its turn to be actualized and created. And I can prove this in various ways, most poignantly with infinite regress. I can ask you funny questions like this. If you're standing in an infinite line of people, do you ever get your turn to see the doctor? The answer is no, because the people in front of you are endless and immeasurable. Yet, if you claim our universe began to exist, somehow it clearly got its turn, something which never would have happened in a cycle without beginning. So even though our universe is a dot on the line, just as you were a dot on the line waiting to see the doctor, you never get your turn and your appointment never gets realized. Another question I like to ask is, how long does it take to get from starting point A to point B if starting point A is an infinite distance away? 30 seconds, 30 years, 300 years, 3 billion years, or 300 infinities? Let me know. The answer is you never get to point B because point A is an infinite, immeasurable distance away. Yet here we are today at point B, our very own distinct moment in time. This is impossible with STE and infinite regress, because if time has no starting point, we can never arrive at our current position in time. It is important to remember time is a measurement of events. So even though time is relative, there need not be conscious observers for the concept of time to still be in play. If there is no one around to witness it, and a tree falls in the forest, does time stop? Clearly not. And the tree falling is an event. So there in fact would still be time. STE is irrational, illogical, and has no evidence. And if you claim M theory was an eternal cycle, you're in a world of trouble, because in fact this is the category that you will fall under. If, however, you claim that there was an initial universe which kicked off and started this entire process, and that universe itself was not eternal, then that puts you in another category known as SCPNCEU. And that's an entirely different can of worms that I don't think you want to open up. So in closing, if you bring up multi-universe theory against me, against the Elliott argument as a proposed new third option, you're failing miserably, because M theory simply falls under STE or SCPNCEU once I make you break it down, define it, and take it to its foundation. The Elliott argument and me, the AK, are irrefutable and undefeated. I love y'all. Thanks for listening. I'll see you soon. I'm out of here, man. Peace!